Please sit down. Sit. Sit. You doing the most. I'm trying to record a video. All I can hear is you. Okay? Chill. Hi gems, it's your girl Ambra here and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit of time since my last post, but life has just been so hectic. I even had like really great intentions to do like a video a day, but I'm in the midst of football season with my oldest. My youngest is playing soccer. I work Monday through Friday, so really trying to find that balance, but I'm gonna do better. I mean, I have a lot of cool videos coming up. You guys know the Sephora VIB sale is coming up the second week of November, so I'll definitely be talking about some items that I'll be picking up that I can't get from like say my Nordstrom's or over-the-counter retailers. And then just some really beautiful holiday looks and new palettes that I've recently purchased, and kind of discussing my, you know, yay or nays and whether or not you too should invest in such. But if you guys are interested in hearing about a new exploration of beauty, I shall say, that being, if you haven't seen the title, look down, my microblading experience, then keep watching because I have so much to share. All right, so let's just jump right into it, you guys. I want to start off by saying I am wearing my like get ready pajama top, so it has like my makeup prints and stuff on it. So no, I ain't that trifling, but you know, I'm just gonna keep it 100. I wanted to do this video before I washed this off, okay? And when I did my makeup this morning, this was just some residual touchy-feely that happened. So when I put it on, it was clean, but I threw it on before, you know, right after I come home from work, because I'm just tired of wearing my stuffy clothes, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, let me jump into this microblading story, honey. So what you're seeing right now is the day after. I did get the service done yesterday evening. It was a 2-hour session. And let's just start from the very beginning. What is microblading? Microblading is essentially a semi-permanent, I mean, in my opinion, permanent, but semi-permanent in the sense that it only lasts 18 months, but with treatments and maintaining it, it can last for upwards to 3 years. And I feel like they don't say it's permanent like say a tattoo, because they're not using tattooing equipment. The utensil used to apply the microblading process is actually a blade. Like if you think about how they do tattoos in like say jails, okay, they take a little bit of the ink and they take a blade and they just make the incisions or make the small cuts, and then apply the ink right on top. Essentially, microblading is pretty much the same thing, except the dye is plant-based, so it's definitely way safer than using like say a Bic pen. I feel like I watch too much Oz or something to know this information. But anyway, the entire space is completely sterilized. My esthetician, who is also my brow girl, Erica, she's amazing. You guys, when I first moved to Washington, I don't know if you remember this in several videos back, I would always talk about how like, who gonna do my hair, who gonna do my brows, who gonna do my nails. And it's interesting because when it comes to brows or just hair on me in general, I'm not a very hairy person. So whenever I got my eyebrows done or threaded, because I can't do the wax business, I'm allergic, my shit be all a mess. But I would go to like in the little mall, the little kiosk, and get the threading done. But that would last me like a month. And then I would just, you know, do a little bit of plucking here and there. But I really never had like heavy duty brows. And you have seen me without makeup start to finish. And you know I don't have like a full on voluminous, voluptuous brow. Like I am a brow snob. So when I see like a bushy brow, I'm like, ooh, that's a pretty brow. Especially as a makeup artist, like I always make people brows like, dang, you got some good brows. But for me, I've always had to fill them in, whether it be powders or pomades or pencils. I mean, you've been on this journey with me. When I do my makeup, y'all see how I get done. So when Erica reached out to me, now that she was certified to execute microblading, I was like, girl, all you got to tell me is when and where. So I blocked out about 2 hours as she suggested. And those 2 hours is really about prepping, about sculpting and shaping your brow, drawing on the area. It's really about setting you up with symmetry and measurements before the blading process even begins. So upon my arrival to Erica's studio, which is located in downtown Seattle, She applied a numbing cream on both of my brows, and we let that sit for about 20 minutes. Not that the blading is so unbearably painful or anything, so don't try to like correlate it to like tattooing, because it's nowhere near that kind of pain. I tried to compare it to maybe, say you getting your eyebrows threaded and it's been like a good 2 or 3 months and you're like, ow, ouch. So like a pinch, you know, nothing that you need to write home about and be like, girl, it hurts so, because it wasn't like that at all. And the numbing just made the space more bearable for her to, you know, execute the blade. So that just happened. So after she applied the numbing cream, we waited about 20 minutes. Then we began with the grooming process. She threaded, she plucked any hairs. She also took that time to draw on my brows. And I'll insert a picture, because at first when I saw it, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You cannot have me in these streets looking like a meme. You know, with like the box. And I was like, girl, what you doing? And she said, no, 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 no. This is just, I'm laying down my template. I'm working with your measurements. And, you know, she was, you know, the tip of my nose, the outside. I mean, she took her time. And I feel like the first 20 minutes with the numbing cream, and then her taking another maybe 15 to 20 minutes to kind of just get me right, get the foundation laid for her to begin the blading process. I really appreciated that. She takes her skill very seriously. She's extremely sanitary. She had her hazard bags. All the utensils were already individually wrapped. She had her gloves, face mask. I had a face mask and a head thing, as if I was going into surgery, child. Okay. So I really appreciate that, because it puts you at an ease when you know that you're not going to catch anything and you're in some like backyard alley. So, you know, pay for what you get, ladies. So then once we laid down that groundwork, she had me stand up and look in a mirror rather than hold a handheld, just because you get a better perception of placement and whether or not you agree and or want to make any adjustments before she starts the blading process. And then once we were ready to go, she put a little bit more numbing cream, because it had been some time, just to kind of reinforce that comfort level. And we begun. She had her ink and she had her blade, and she outlined my brows like you would a tattoo line, and then started with hair-like strokes. I would say each brow took her about 20 minutes. The first hour of the appointment was just all the prepping and getting herself, you know, laid out and everything. But yeah, after that, each brow was about 20 minutes. I bled minimally. Like I had like a little teardrop on the edge of my brow. But I didn't even know I was bleeding until I stood up to confirm that I liked what she had done. Because we did one brow and she asked me, like, do you want to see it? And at first I was like, no. But I was anticipating it so much that I just had to, you know what I mean? So then that's when I saw like a little bit of blood. But other than that, none at all. So once she finished with the blade work, then she took more of the dye. And again, that's a plant-based dye. And then packed it on my brows. Like I looked like a crazy, I'm gonna start a picture, y'all. I can't even explain it. It was so real. I was like, oh, she cute. I mean, I probably had these huge blocks of brown dye, and that is the ending step to the whole blading process, and that really allows the pigment to penetrate the skin and just a little nicks and kind of saturate that area. She then wiped it away, and this is what you have, guys. I have no brow product on. Let me repeat myself. No brow powder, pencil, pomade. Child, I didn't even have to clean under my eyebrow with a concealer. So not only did I yelp and scream and holler, I also set my alarm clock forward 20 minutes because I'm getting all that time back in the morning. I don't feel tender. It was a little swollen, so I looked a little crazy on the train. I'm sure people was like, oh girl, your face beat. But then I had like this halo of like cleanse and sanitary area with like aquaphora. So once she was finished and she had wiped away that dye that I was speaking of, then she applied a sterilized water on the brow and then a very thin layer of aquaphora. So that's my treatment and my maintenance for the next 4 days. She'll reach out to me, ask me how I'm doing, but ultimately that's it. She mentioned that I probably won't need another touch-up for another 6 to 8 months. And that's really if I want to come once a month just to get the hairs, because at the end of the day, the hairs that we pluck, at the highest points of our brow, I mean, we would already get those threaded or waxed. So in regards to that kind of maintenance, then so be it. But 8 months to a year later, if I feel like my brows are a little faded, then I can go and get some maintenance work done and just kind of keep it cute. But I really wanted to jump on you guys. I know I'm not presenting myself very well. This is after work all day face, but I didn't want to go any further in the process, in my healing process. She did mention that you could scab a little bit, but I've not scabbed over. I don't feel like I have, like, you know, like any heavy areas on my brows. I didn't bleed after I saw that little bit of like a prick at the end of my brow. But other than that, you guys, I highly suggest it. I know prices vary in everyone's city and states, but if it's something that you feel so passionate about, I mean, I've always advocated for never leaving the house without a brow. So on my weekends when I don't wear makeup and my brows are already laid, do you understand what I'm saying? Laid. I'm gonna be at Target. I'm gonna get my nails done, brows on point. You feel me? So, I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. I can't stop looking at it. I feel like I am just complete. I am whole. I am getting more sleep in the morning. Okay? Like, let's just keep... Ooh, I got... What is... Them children left that door open. But, you know, I'm happy. So, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please comment below in the box. I'll make sure, if you guys are in the state of Washington, anywhere near Seattle, Tacoma, East Side, I'll make sure to list all of Erica's information below, because she's just a sweetheart. She has an amazing space. She takes her time and she does really, really great work. So until our next videos, gems, bye. When your eyebrows on fleek, ain't nobody can tell me shit. When your eyebrows on fleek, when your eyebrows put you to sleep.